Hey, so I thought I would film this video because there's no kind of information. Obviously, it's kind of a news store and everything, so they're not going to be, well, in the UK anyway, there are still like a few stores that have popped up in the UK. There's still, I think there's only like 2 stores in the UK. So there's not many like videos of like the interview process and stuff like that. So before I get in it, I did get the job. At first, I was like how easy it was, but I got a feeling why I may have got it so easily. But anyway, so I did that application through Indeed, and before I fully get into it, it feels like every company now only wants to communicate like online and not by telephone, which annoys me so much. So Popeyes is the same as KFC, so it's done by like an online like website called Harry, and that's how you communicate between you and the employer. But for me, I feel like verbal communication is a lot better. So the first interview I had to go to, well, I got invited to, I couldn't go because I had a funeral. So I messaged them through this website and I didn't get a reply until the following week. Now, obviously, this was irritating. And usually they're supposed to give you like multiple dates, but obviously for them, they couldn't really give multiple dates because their venue is currently being built. Well, not being built, it's in the shopping mall, but obviously it's being all, um what do you call it, furbished and everything like that. So I suppose they couldn't necessarily give a direct kind of another date straight off, but they could have replied and said they got the message. I don't know. It was that sort of thing that kind of annoyed me. Whereas if they were phoning me to tell me I was invited to an interview, they could right then I could have said I can't go because blah blah blah, and then I'd be like, okay, we'll message you with a newer date or something like that. I just feel that now I just prefer, especially something more important. Like, and now I sound like a boomer, but I do feel when it comes to like some important stuff like jobs and stuff like that, I feel that you still need that verbal communication. So anyway, so I missed the initial interview that was supposed to happen in a cinema. So it's in a cinema in the same shopping mall. um, as I said, they don't really have a venue, so that technically didn't really surprise me. Um, so when they replied with a new date, this was going to be online via Microsoft Teams. Now this interview was a weird one because it wasn't really like a proper interview. So there was a group of us, and basically there was a guy who he basically told us about the company, and then after that he just went around asking people to tell you about themselves, basically about your work history, if you wanted to work full-time, part-time, and also why you wanted to work for Popeyes, and that was it, which was really weird. But what I was telling my mum after, I said to her, I think they're technically going more by CVs, and if they like your CV, they would then put you through to the interview. And I think it's more so to make sure you can string a sentence, because it was the weirdest thing ever, because it was an interview but not an interview. It was really weird. So I don't know if that's for like every new store that's going to be opening, if it's going to be that sort of thing, or if it's going to be the same once the store is opened. I have no idea, but even the KFC interview was a little bit more detailed than that. It was really weird. It threw me off. So I thought that was a weird, and then I find out maybe, but then it didn't make any sense. And I felt like maybe why I got the job so easily, but then I realised that it still didn't make any sense because it was still a weird interview process, because it wasn't really an interview. But anyway, I thought I'd share my experience with that. So yeah, I think they go by CVs more, and then they just see if you can string a sentence, and then they're like, or see how your communication skills are, probably maybe, and then they're like, yeah, you got the job. So yeah, so that is that. So I thought I'd share my kind of interview process with them, because obviously online a lot of it is American. As I said, it's only just really starting to hit UK, places in UK. So I thought I'd just share this video, but it was a weird interview process because it wasn't really an interview. Like, I'm not complaining or anything, but it was very strange. So as I said, and I can't really stump for any other kind of other like UK Popeye stores that open up if they're gonna do the same kind of process. But yeah, so bye guys.